Hello! Wow, my hat's floppy. How is everyone? It's me again. Just saying hello and another step out here in the community. Got some Celtic guitar, some folk music playing on my iPhone, and my brother, Chris, just dropped me off actually. Regrettably, I didn't get a picture of him. I should get him on camera if I can talk him into it. But all things being considered, he's very supportive of the project. And I was ecstatic, elated to actually get the Goss sibling stamp of approval, which he doesn't approve very much of what I do, but he's a brother, he's not supposed to. But he actually said that he's pleased, excited that this is no longer just talk. And we're actually getting things done in a we are here posture with actual information and definitive data. And he also gave me some great recommendations that he believes out here, if we had a strawberry sale growing areas as large as a bridge, I guess, so 6 feet by 10, or what have you, just growing natural strawberries, the great big California ones the size of small plums. They grow here pretty well. And having a basic farmer's market to sell produce and things would be a great way to raise revenue and make some good friends and what have you. We're already going to give preserves and eggs and other foods to locals who give us a hand, and give them a reward for their kindness. Larry, for example, deserves a treat. I'll give something to Don as well because he's been so understanding, especially with the land dispute issue that's been clarified. That's okay. But I mentioned the plans for the layout, Lot 0 being Civiculture, Lot 1 being Haley Park, Lot 2 being the headquarters, Lot 3 being Karen's, and so on. Karen and Mike's, and so on. But I've got to fix my axe now. Occasionally the head wiggles loose, so I've got to shave it down, make the stem a little bit longer, wedge it up a little bit better. But my father gave me some fly repellent, some aerosol stuff. I don't like aerosol, but it's all I have for now. And it's really helping. The mosquitoes are much better, I guess, less intense, less dense than they were before, so that is definitely a good thing. A little example of local decomposition. So that's okay. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see what more I can get for you before I throw it in today, this afternoon. Take care. There's a squirrel nest for you. I can actually see acorns, not acorns, sorry, pine cones, all kinds of stuff in there. Additionally, probably a dozen in that area, but what I wanted to show you, other than the trees here that I stripped down, all this brush we can use to fertilize the soil again, put some carbon back in it, and I'm leaving, if you'd notice, these guys around, and all them. The young growth, leave them alone, but other than, can't see in there very well with the camera, but that's a chipmunk hole. It looks like a nesting ground, and that you don't see every day. Not sure how deep you can see. I can see right to the bottom. Looks to me, again, like a chipmunk nest. But that's okay. I'll continue stripping the branches off these trees to get more light in here, so then we can grow some smaller trees. Hopefully we'll make this place so thick it'll be hard to walk through. That'll be delightful. I'm focusing on the big trees first, leaving the little ones alone, of course, so they can grow up big and strong like their brothers and sisters. Well, probably parents actually, but when the time comes, we'll wade through here and determine which ones are staying, which ones are going when Mike and Karen arrive. We have to cut those away by hand, or by the saw rather, but do it ourselves. And we'll see how much we can widen this place out a little bit for Cayley Park up there. So that's it again. Installment number 2, and I'll see you for number 3. Hello, hello. It's 4 o'clock now. I've been out here for 3.5 hours, or close to it, and got a fair bit done actually. I'm pretty pleased. So I will show you. Don't know how well you can see it, but I've got an awful lot of these trees limbed. There's so much debris and branches around, it's hard to tell, I know. But down here looks gorgeous. So everything up above, 7 or 8 feet I guess, is now left alone, and everything below it is shucked and cleaned up. Got a huge area done. I'd say 50 or 100 feet wide by just about that deep. So gorgeous stuff. All the small trees, this little guy and that one are going to get cleared away, and we're going to basically smooth off and rake off the forest floor, and certain areas will have a mound where all these branches will be piled up in particular areas for critter houses, sorry. But this is beautiful so far. What a job. A lot of little rodent burrows and things I found, and the plan is to open all this up now. The current proposal is to open it all up and I'll keep this available for frolicking and playing around. There goes Larry again. So when it's all clear, we're going to harvest moss from other places around, stuff like that. And apparently, from what I've read, if you put it in a blender on liquefy with a little bit of fertilizer, a very, very little bit so you don't burn up the material, the seeds, the spores, will actually carpet the area, and it'll turn into stuff like this. So if we do that over the entire forest floor, we should have a beautiful moss garden. Especially if we can figure out some way to get some still water, stagnant water. Put an ecosystem inside so that it doesn't go rancid and stale. But all this area I'm going to leave alone for now. And Karen and I suggested to put some dwarf cedar plants all along this ridge. So we'll have to clear away a lot of these trees and a lot of those trees and plant a wall of dwarf cedars. And we'll plant them in and around the birch trees, clear away the branches there. Dwarf cedars only grow 7, 8, 9 feet high. So if we leave those birches there and plant the dwarf cedars all along this line and down there, along the whole width of the property, they're 2 feet apart, 3 feet apart, it'll make a beautiful privacy fence. And as you walk in here, we'll probably have the road cant down that way or up that way. Turn a 90-degree angle and give us some privacy, because I want this whole area to be a forested park. Again, with no branches below your eyes. And clean off, rake up, and put moss, not grass, down. So it'll be a wonderful area. We can plant some flowers and some shade-loving plants and maybe some forest garden areas. In the next block up, we'll have all the trees cleared away and have Cayley Park And this will be the only way in or out until we clear all the way to the very back. And then we'll get access to the forest road in case of forest fires or whatever. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Another afternoon, sweating to death in the woods, being eaten alive by flies. Cheerio, have a great day.